the San Diego theme, the prep theme with Top Dog 619. He is recognized as a prep sports pundit and expert here in San Diego. Mr. Smith, welcome back to KUSI.
Thanks for having me again, Paul. Always a pleasure.
You know where I'm going to be on Friday night. Kearney's going to be the game of the week for I think maybe for the first time in show history. And why not? They're playing San Diego in a battle of unbeatens. Who would have thunk it that both programs would be rising to the top in the same year? I suspect a Top Dog might be around too, huh?
Absolutely. We got to call Animal Control because I'm coming out to Kearney this week.
What is the attraction other than the things that I've just spoken about?
Well, there are two attractions, really. I mean, the big one, you've got San Diego with Earth, Wind, and Fire. And, of course, Kearney's got the K-Train.
Well, we're going to talk about Earth, Wind, and Fire right here. Explain the three kids that make up Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You've got Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is Jaden Whitware, the junior running back. You've got Thomas Marcus, number 2, the quarterback/wide receiver, and the powerhouse running back that is Raiden Hunter, as in Earth. That makes up the three guys.
And they're the popular three guys. Big reason why.
And they make sweet music together.
and they're a big reason why San Diego is undefeated.
Absolutely.
But to counteract that is perhaps one of the best running backs in the county. A kid who likes to ring the bell.
There you go. That would be none other than Brenton Bell.
And explain why, what makes him so good.
Well, first of all, I mean, when you look at his film, he actually reminds me a lot of C.J. Verdell last year, the Prep Pace Game winner award from last year. And
low to the ground, elusive,
exactly.
Tough.
Defenses think they've tackled him, and he breaks away and gives them a hard time. And scores touchdowns.
So who's going to win that game?
All right, you put me on the spot.
Yeah.
I mean, Earth, Wind, and Fire, I'm going to have to go with Charles James and San Diego Cavers in that game. Don't kill me out there at Kearney, but yes.
3 stars compared to 1, but also the home court.
They've got 2 stars, though. I mean, Devin Jones over there
very
in the
good.
K-Train.
And they have the home field advantage.
That's true.
I suspect the field will be rocking, will it not?
I do. I agree.
All right, we talk so much about the offensive stars, and sure, we shine a spotlight on the linemen, but we don't give the defense as much airtime as possible. Who are the defensive folks in the section that we are overlooking this year?
So there's 2 guys that really stand out to me this year. The first guy is from Chula Vista's defensive end, Ubaldo Nolasco. He's fast, he's quick, he's physical. The second guy on my board that I'm really interested in, he actually leads the entire county, is Joshua McCurdy from Eastlake. Both those guys I don't think they get enough recognition. It's more about their team, but both of those defensive players are really, really good this year. And of course, you can't forget about the guys everybody knows about. From Helix, you've got Isaac Taylor Stewart, you've got Rashad Scott. You move over to a couple of the other teams up at Mission Hills, you got Sam Dixon, Chris Calhoun. Those are the big stars at the big programs. So it's nice to see some of these smaller guys and some of the smaller programs getting some recognition.
Where's Isaac Taylor Stewart going to play? Is he going to be on the offensive side of the ball or defensive side of the ball? Or we're not going to get to the school, but what side of the ball? I mean, he's being recruited as a corner, right?
Looking at the kid, he's 6'3", wears a size 15 shoe. He's big, he's physical, he's already 200 pounds. Personally, I think he's going to move from corner to safety. He's going to play safety in college.
All right, well, we're going to get to his college choice in just a bit. But we should mention we're in league play.
Yep.
A lot of lopsided games the last couple of weeks on the PPR. Is that going to level out a little bit?
Well, sure it is. I mean, before league play, most of the coaches schedule teams to play against that either are really, really better than them or really, really below them. So now that we move it, that way they can fix the little things and tweak the little things they need to do with their team going into league play. Let's face it, it's all about winning a league championship. Speaking
of which, Avocado League, widely regarded as the toughest league in the section. You agree with that?
I absolutely agree with that.
All right, but the counter-argument there is there's one league that has 2 defending state champions.
That's true.
Talk a little bit about that.
All right, so let's start up in Avocado League.
Okay.
I think Mission Hills has probably got the best chance to win the Avocado League. I mean, it kind of evened out the playing field when San Marcos, El Camino, and Torrey Pines all beat each other. So they kind of took themselves out of the race. I think Mission Hills has got the best chance, but LCC is still undefeated. They're right behind them on their tails, and Torrey Pines could actually pull off an upset if they beat Mission Hills.
So there's just a lot of different ways that could still break out.
It's really too early right now, but I think Mission Hills leads the conversation.
I kind of stepped on your toes, but there is a league that has 2 defending state champions. I think we're segueing towards the Western, correct?
We are. We're going to talk about the Western League.
Yeah, talk about that.
So this year, I mean, last year, you're right. You had Cathedral and Madison both played for state championships. Cathedral took a step back this year. They've been, you know,
Reloaded.
bit by the injury bug. Their star running back, he's out for the rest of the year with Sean Poma with an injury. St. Augustine also has a lot of injuries. So both those programs have really stepped back, but Madison's really stepped up. Point Loma is a little inconsistent for me. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. And then you go up north to Mira Mesa. I just don't think Mira Mesa has the guys to run with, kind of the skill position players to run with Madison. So for me, I'm going to take Rick Jackson's Madison Warhawks to win the Western this year.
Are we allowed to talk about St. Augustine's injuries? Do we know what story?
Sure, we can talk about
what's J.R. Justice's story?
Nothing public has been released yet. I know he had an injury with his knee last week. I'm told that they're not sure if it's going to be season ending yet. They're still getting back reports on that, but it's interesting to see. I mean, if it were me and if it was my son, he's got college to think about. He's already committed to San Diego State. I'm not sure if he'll be back this year.
All right, and then before, we always ignore the South Bay when we're talking about leagues. The Metro Mesa, very competitive. Talk about how that's going to play out.
Well, to me, it's always, you got 5 teams down there that really fight really hard. Bonita Vista, they're probably not going to be in it. They haven't won a game yet this year. Mater Dei is not what Mater Dei was last year. So you've got Otay Ranch, you got East Lake, and you've got Olympian. Those 3 teams are neck and neck. I think personally, we'll go to a limb here. I'm going to go ahead and take Otay Ranch this year.
All right. Before we conclude this conversation, getting back to Isaac Taylor Stewart, over 50 D1 offers. He was in studio last week. He's probably the most recruited athlete in the section since Royce Freeman, right?
Absolutely is.
So everybody wants him. You know, we had him he was breaking boards in the studio, and then we kind of narrowed it down to 12 schools over on Twitter. In the end, where will he play his college football?
So I'm going to go on a limb here. I know that he has a very, very close relationship with both of his parents. He's a Southern California guy. I know it's exciting about Alabama and all those schools back east.
Ain't gonna happen.
Personally, it's going to be USC. That's my guess. If I had to take a guess right here, right now, I think Isaac Taylor Stewart ends up at the University of Southern California.
And is he going to announce on national TV, or is he going to announce on KUSI?
He's going to do it right here on KUSI.
Oh, God, I hope you're right. Master Taylor, I hope you're watching, make that happen. And just again, Tristan Stacy is our Jack in the Box in-studio guest this week on the PPR. He'll be in studio Friday night, and we'll be talking to him.